The thing is, it all depends on your circumstances when you're going for therapy. If a client is coming in a very, very helpless state, and the therapist in the first session says, "Look, I can't help you," the client is going to feel very demotivated and be like, "Iska kya fayda," you know. So I think like the success of therapy, so to say, okay, if therapy works or it doesn't work, it all depends on the relationship, you know. A lot of our wounding happens in relationships, and our healing happens in relationships. So it's not what the therapist is doing, it's what the interaction, it's what's happening between the therapist and the client. The relationship is where the healing happens. And again, wo jo disclaimers and all are great, but then sometimes like giving a disclaimer right up front could also mean that, you know, the therapist, the client is like, okay, how do I trust this person then? So a lot of times for a skilled therapist, the work is to start slowly building a rapport, a relationship, and gradually start, you know, giving those insights, showing those insights. Because you can't hold a mirror the first day and be like, look, this is all what your challenges are and all of those things, go fix yourself. No, because it's too difficult. You know, it's very difficult. So you kind of keep showing glimpses of it while ensuring that the autonomy is always with the client. So the therapist is not meant to be directive, okay, do this and do that, or giving advice. That's not what the role of the therapist is, right? The therapist's role is to hear them out, and sometimes our thoughts are so jumbled up that if someone gives attention and is present with us, we just hear ourselves, and through hearing ourselves, we're able to, oh, ye ho raha hai. So the therapist is more like a little bit of a guide, navigating you here and there, like a guardrails. But then the client is the one who is doing the work.
During my therapy, उस वक्त मुझे एक realize, so this is what I understand about the therapy, कि therapist is not trying to fix me.
Yeah.
What they try to do is they connect the dot.
Yeah.
Because my thoughts can be jumbled up, can be in a lot of different directions.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I am the way I am because of those thoughts.
Yeah.
So what therapists do is, for me, what it does is like it helps me connect the dots.
Beautiful.
And with that, what I make out of it is my own responsibility.
Yeah.
So I think when I went for therapy, that was like back in, when was that? Back in 2017, I think.
17, 18, I can remember that.
Yeah. उस time पे I think therapist के पास जाने से पहले ही I started my healing process.
That's what
This
I
is what I
said. You
felt.
were ready. So that's why and I remember like I was a trainee therapist back then,
Yes.
and I was all about therapy. And that's what trainee therapists do, right? Because they think therapy is, अब उनको ये tools or skills आ गए तो वो जिसको देखते हैं, they'll start doing therapy because this is like this new gifts which they've discovered in them.